That's exactly what I'm saying. Because I think it makes a mockery of the women's game. If the focus on, now we just have to have people because of marketing and their attention, and they're not as talented, and we're not putting the best team out.
Molly had just gone live on air, criticizing Caitlin for making a mockery of women's sports. She claimed that Caitlin diminished its quality and was only in the spotlight due to her fan interactions. Meanwhile, the Fever narrowly lost to the Mystics by a single point last night in what became the most attended game in WNBA history.
Mystics moved tonight's game against Caitlin Clark to the nearby NBA arena and ended up setting a new all-time WNBA attendance record. It's impossible to overstate what Caitlin Clark has done for the WNBA. Simply incredible. Just look at that attendance.
Caitlin Clark has become a household name, packing stadiums and captivating audiences nationwide. Yet, some sports analysts, including ESPN's Molly Qerim, argue that her dominance is somehow diminishing the sport, despite the numbers proving otherwise, as Clark continues to deliver record-breaking performances night after night.
About her impact on women's basketball grow.
Has Caitlin Clark simply boosted attendance, or has she also elevated the level of competition? And what about players like Angel Reese, who argue that they've played a significant role in growing the sport? In reality, is it Clark's relentless dedication and extraordinary talent that have truly transformed the game in recent years? Caitlin Clark has become a groundbreaking force in women's basketball, drawing immense attention with her electrifying performances. However, not all of this attention has been positive. As her star continues to rise, ESPN analysts, most notably Molly Qerim, have been vocal in their criticism of Clark.
Could be seen as a groundbreaking moment for women's sports.
What began as a celebration of Caitlin Clark's talent has instead ignited a heated debate about her influence on the game and her role in shaping its future. While her record-breaking performances speak for themselves, the media's reaction, particularly from figures like Molly Qerim, has fueled discussions around jealousy, sexism, and the double standards female athletes continue to face. Qerim, one of ESPN's most prominent voices, stirred controversy when she claimed that Clark was making a mockery of the sport. Her words were sharp, unexpected, and quickly caught the attention of basketball fans and analysts alike. But what did she really mean by this accusation? And was there any truth to it? The answer is obvious. Of course not.
Kid's on the wrong team. She's got the wrong skill set to handle the physicality of that league. And she's a rookie. And if you're a WNBA player, if you're any kind of player, you're going to say, I'm going to make a statement. Targeted by society, targeted by her looks, targeted by her reputation, targeted by the disrespect that they've shown to the WNBA. There's a huge target on this kid's back. I thought Cameron Brink said something really smart. She said, now they're expecting this rookie class to be perfect. This rookie class isn't even one of the best rookie classes in the last 10 years.
Qerim argued that while Caitlin Clark has undeniably attracted massive crowds and boosted viewership for women's basketball, she has not necessarily raised the overall level of play. According to Qerim, Clark's style is flashy but lacks true substance, a spectacle designed to captivate casual fans rather than enhance the quality of the game itself. She went even further, suggesting that Clark is more of an entertainer than a pure athlete, someone who can generate excitement in numbers, but falls short in upholding the sport's integrity. At the core of Qerim's criticism lies the idea that
the game is too reliant on three-pointers and highlight reel plays,
which some interpret as a departure from the fundamentals of basketball. Qerim argues that Clark's emphasis on high-scoring performances comes at the expense of team play, defense, and strategic execution, elements she considers crucial to the sport. However, it's essential to examine Clark's actual accomplishments. Far from being just a flashy entertainer, she has consistently delivered historic performances that cement her as one of the most well-rounded and dominant players in women's basketball history. During her college career at the University of Iowa, Clark shattered records, becoming the youngest player in NCAA history to record multiple triple-doubles in a single season.
Not just a scorer, though, her scoring ability is remarkable.
She's also an exceptional passer, regularly leading her team in assists. Her basketball IQ is off the charts, allowing her to anticipate plays before they unfold and deliver passes that leave both defenders and fans in awe. The notion that Clark's game is purely about entertainment quickly falls apart when you examine the numbers. She isn't just a long-range shooter. She orchestrates the offense, dismantles defenses, and dictates the game's tempo, with a level of control rarely seen in players her age. And it's not just her offensive brilliance that stands out. Clark is also a relentless defender, often taking on the challenge of guarding the opposing team's best player while leading her team in steals.
Qerim says that Clark hasn't elevated the level of play in women's basketball.
She seems to be overlooking the fact that Clark is redefining the game, accomplishing feats that have never been seen before. If anything, Clark is expanding the limits of what's possible in the sport, forcing opponents to rethink their strategies and elevating her teammates to new heights. But it's not just Qerim dismissing Clark. Monica McNutt has been doing the same. She even stated that if Chicago finished above the Indiana Fever, which they didn't, she would have given Rookie of the Year to Angel Reese instead.
Watch this.
I have said this all season, BC. My Rookie of the Year is going to go based on the standings.
Okay.
Because I think that is how you have the opportunity to measure impact.
And the sky's right above
And
them.
the Sky right now are in the playoffs, so you'd have to give the nod in my mind to Angel Reese.
Again, what I think is happening here is this black woman is trying to play mental gymnastics and find a way to put Angel Reese above Caitlin Clark. Rookie of the Year does not go to a team. That's why it's called Rookie of the Year. It goes to an individual player. So wouldn't it make sense that you would analyze their statistics and analyze individual play overall? Like, this woman is doing all types of mental gymnastics in order to come to this conclusion so she can try to place Angel Reese above Caitlin Clark in that race. When the Fever and the Future are ranked higher than the Sky, I'll be curious to see if she says the same thing. See if she then tries to maneuver to something.
One of the most remarkable aspects of Caitlin Clark's game is her unwavering consistency. Night after night, she delivers performances that should make any analyst reconsider their criticism. Take the 2021 to 2022 season, for example. Clark averaged an astonishing 27 points per game, along with 8 assists and 7 rebounds. These are MVP caliber numbers in any league, let alone in college basketball, where the competition is fierce.
Clark has routinely scored 30, 40, even 50 points in games.
Time and time again, Clark has carried her team to victory. When Qerim and others criticize her for being more of a spectacle than a serious player, they overlook a crucial fact. Clark's performances aren't just for show. They are essential to her team's success. Iowa wouldn't be where it is without her, and her ability to put up massive numbers isn't a sign of selfish play. It's proof of her undeniable impact on the game. Her records speak for themselves. Clark was named a unanimous first-team All-American, became the first player in Big Ten history to record 1,000 points and 200 assists in a single season, and has shattered nearly every scoring record for her age group. But perhaps most impressively, she has accomplished all of this while maintaining an incredibly high level of efficiency.
Over 45% from the field and nearly 40% from three-point range.
While Caitlin Clark has largely stayed above the controversy, another player has stepped into the conversation, Angel Reese. The LSU star has repeatedly asserted that she, not Clark, is responsible for the growing popularity of women's basketball. Reese has also accused the media of disproportionately focusing on Clark while overlooking her own impact on the sport. In Reese's view, she has been unfairly cast as the villain, while Clark has been positioned as the hero, a narrative that has only fueled further debate among fans and analysts.
People don't understand, like, if they think it's personal, but when I get between the lines, if friends or anything, if my teammate right here went to play for another team, I'm going to be competitive, I'm going to talk trash to her just because I'm super competitive and that's what we do. But off the court, we're going to kick it and have fun, so I think that's a part of the game, and just trying to normalize, like, trash talking is okay, but not taking it personal off the court, and obviously that has become a thing, and people are just trying to make it seem like it's something, but I love Caitlin, I love her game, and I admire everything that she's done.
People are watching women's basketball right now. It all started from the national championship game, and I've been dealing with this for 2 years now. And understanding, like, yeah, negative things have probably been said about me, but honestly, I'll take that because look where women's basketball is. People are talking about women's basketball, but you never would think that we'd be talking about women's basketball. I'll look back in 20 years and be like, yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person, it's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize